Hello everybody, it's me, Nikki. Welcome to my channel. And today I'm here with my April wrap-up. The month just ended and I don't know what month it is, so that's how this is going so far. I read 2 books this month. I was very proud of myself. So I also found my other notebook. Like, I'd been looking for this forever, and I just found it, so yay for that. But we don't need that one. We need this one. Find it. Okay. The first book I read was All Systems Red by Martha Wells. This was for my R/fantasy bingo. This was a comfort read, and then hard mode was a new comfort read. So this is a new comfort read, and I gave it 5 stars. It is a novella in the Murderbot series. I think they're mostly novellas. A new one came out just recently. I think there are like 2 novels. I can check. But it's not a very big series yet, and the book isn't very big. I read it in a day. I think... Oh no, there's only 1 novel. The rest are, Network Effect is the full-length novel, and the others that are out are all novellas. I thought there were 2 novels for some reason. But yeah, I really, really enjoyed it. It is sci-fi. But from page 1, it reminded me of Douglas Adams, because the first sentence is, I could have become a mass murderer after I hacked my governor module, but then I realized I could access the combined feed of entertainment channels carried on the company satellites. So he could have become a murderer, but then he's like, no, I'll just watch TV. That's hilarious. There are because it is sci-fi, so there's lots of that stuff. But there are dead bodies, and there are robots killing humans. You don't see any of it, though. It's also reminded me of the video game by Obsidian that came out. That was in space, and it was sci-fi, and there were like lots of corporations, and you had to like, if you wanted anything, you had to buy it from the corporations, because there's a lot of that in this. What's it called? The Outer Worlds, which is also a really fun game. So yeah, there's a lot of that, and how corporations are evil, because they are. And it's very inclusive. There's a poly couple, there's an ace person. I'm not sure if they're in a relationship, but it's just LGBT plus friendly. The humans are really great. Murderbot himself is just a sweetheart, which sounds weird to say. But there's like an awkward moment where they try to talk to him. And, or like anytime a human tries to talk to him, it's just awkward and it's so cute. And they just, it's like a little family type of thing. And it's very good, and I cannot wait to check out the other ones. And then the other book I read was Truth Witch. I finished, because I started it in March, February, whatever. Which is the first in a series. I have to double check on this too. The fourth one comes out sometime this year. And there is a novella that goes in between. Sorry, my book is being a bitch. The second and third book, but I read it already. This one is really good. There's tons of witches, or types of witches. You can have like a blood witch to like a word witch, which I thought was really cool. And then there's two types of like threads mentioned. You can have a thread brother or sister, which is like a platonic soulmate, and then the heart thread is like your soulmate or your lover. The action fights are amazing. There's lots of feelings. There's blood, because there is a blood witch, so he controls the people. And there are use of powers to hurt people, so that's not cool. There is foreshadowing all over the place, which I love. I like how the two main girls, Safia and Isolde, work together. I haven't even told you about it. So this is about Safia and Isolde, who are thread sisters. Safia is a truth witch, and it's rare. She might be like the only one, at least that we know of. And so she was she kept her gift hidden, and because she'll be used as a pawn, and she is. And then Isolde is a thread witch, so she can see the ties that bind people, but not her own. And she's from a, I think it's Nomaste. They're like a tribe, or I think they're just all grouped together, but they're tribes of people that move around, and they're considered outsiders, and they're just, shit upon by society. I'll pick that up later. But they're best friends, and then shit happens, and they have to leave, and they meet Prince Merrick, who's a wind witch, and he's from Nubrevena, I'm not sure how to say it, which got like really shit upon during like 20 years ago or something during a war. And he's just trying to get money to help his people, and there's problems with him, and there's problems with like Isolde's family and Safia's family. And they're just like, we just want out of here, but that doesn't happen. And there is a romance between Safia and Merrick, but it's like enemies to friends to lovers, and it is so well done. They bicker from the moment they meet, and usually that's so poorly done, but this one is so good. I mean, it's not like Shakespeare, Beatrice, and Benedict good, but it's good. It doesn't make me, want to like gouge my eyes out. Isolde might have a romance with the Blood Witch. There's like a hint of that, which is cool because it's definitely enemies to friends to lovers, because he wants to kill them both. That's like his job. So that romance is really well done. The tropes that are in there are great. There's no love triangle, at least not in the first one. All the characters are really fun. Like there's your obvious bad guy, which is fine. I don't mind an obvious bad guy, but all the characters that you're supposed to like, you do like, and all the characters you're supposed to hate, you do hate. Because a lot of times in books, they'll give you a character and you're supposed to love them, but they're like an asshole, and you're like, ugh, my lipstick, oh well. And you're like, why would I like them? And then the character you're supposed to hate is really well done, and you're like, what is happening here? So yeah, I can't wait to read the second one. So I'm very excited for that. So let me get my papers that fell. So I'm still, it's not like a reading slump, but it's like a reading blah. Like I want to read, but I just haven't motivated myself to do it. But I have started a couple books that I have in my notes here. I have the Diviners, but it's a bit, I think it's a bit more horror than or like, it might be more scary than I thought, so I'm going to try to read that in the daylight because I'm a chicken. And I've also started Conan Doyle for the Defense, which is a true crime book where it talks about how Arthur Conan Doyle used the stuff he made for Sherlock to save a guy's life, basically. So, yeah. And I'm also gonna try to read more than 2 books. But I said that last time and it didn't work. So I don't really have a TBR. I have some books here. We can go over. Oh jeez. So I don't have to read, but I am doing the Scala along, which is for Lynn Llewellyn. So I am behind. So I'm gonna try to read this one, Stalking Darkness. I have The Sorcerer of the Wild Deeps, which it's only about 212 pages, so it's a novella, so that should be pretty easy to read. I do want to read Voyage of the Basilisk. I still don't understand why the print is blue, but that's fine. Blue's my favorite color. And this is Conan Doyle for the Defense. And there are pictures in it. I love pictures. What I like, though, is that there's 4 parts, so there's some pictures here, and they're not all in the middle. They're sort of like spread throughout the book, which is cool, because a lot of the times, things like this, all the pictures are right in the middle. Here's the Diviners, and then Wind Witch, which probably is more about Merrick. Than the girls, Safia and Isolde, but I'm hoping, because Truth Witch is Safia, this is Merrick. The next one is Blood Witch, I think, which is about Aduin, I think is how you say that, maybe. And then the 4th book is Witch Shadow, which is about Isolde. So I'm sure there's a reason why it's called Witch Shadow and not Thread Witch. And then there should be a 5th book. So I'm interested to see where this goes. But also I have, because I made my bingo thing for our fantasy, so I'm really excited about all these books. But just right here, Raybearer, Goddess in the Machine, Incendiary, and Dragon Age to Winter Nights are just a few of the ones that I'm excited to read. Like, I'm excited to read all these, but I just haven't. You know, I'm like, yeah, I should read that, and then I don't. So that's sort of my life right now with reading. But yeah, that's sort of my wrap up. Oh, and for my yearly thing, since again I only read 2 books, I think I gave them both 5 stars, but I think I liked Murderbot better, just because it's like lighthearted, kind of, but it was funnier, and it reminded me of Douglas Adams, and I do enjoy Douglas Adams. So yeah, that is my wrap up TBR. Hopefully I'll have a little longer one next month. But anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you're having a great day. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.